Let me share my screen. So thank you for the joining. So the thing is that how is our practice? So how the things are going on? So have you people prepared your resume, or if you are searching for the job, do you have any doubts or anything? Rohit,
No, Pawan, no.
hope you are practicing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is some of the point. Actually, Surya asked one of the question. Okay. The question is that, let me post you. Hope you people are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, yes.
In LVM based mechanism. Okay. So there is one of the scenario we discussed. Okay. So the scenario is that raw disk mount. Okay. So his doubt is that why we use and what is the purpose. So anyone can answer this one? Rohit.
With LVM, Pawan, we can means dynamically we can provision like means we can shrink or we can expand the storage. Okay, but with the raw disk mount directly we cannot do at a runtime. Means
Hmm.
when
So
VM is going on, someone is using that time we cannot extend the volume. Okay, with
hmm.
LVM we have that freedom. Okay.
So you are saying that, for example, if you're going with a LVM based, okay, I can able to make
Uh,
changes
yes.
of file system. File
Hmm.
system, okay, that is one of the point, one of the advantage. Secondary thing is that dynamic changes,
Provision. Yeah.
changes without reboot, right? So
Yes.
this is the secondary point. Okay. So my requirement is that now actually I understood LVM is having the good features, but now the client asked for the raw disk mounting. So in which scenarios he will ask you that? Let it be you are the client. You have your own startup, or you are a part of some other storage team or something. Okay, so in which situation this thing will come into the picture? So when you're coming with a raw disk, let it be a raw disk. Raw disk is, it is a fixed mechanism. Okay, if you want to means we can increase, but data is a we cannot concrete, and we cannot do dynamic changes as flexible with LVM based. Okay, so this point is clear. So in both cases, when you're coming with a file system, here it's supporting ext4 and xfs, or maybe ext also supporting, xfs also supporting, it is also supporting ext and xfs. Okay, now the situation is that, okay, so Santosh, can you just explain me or explain any idea why I need to go with the raw disk? LVM is a very good rate, but still why you are going with the raw disk?
Mm, you see, Pawan, when only small portion of storage is there, which is not more important, I think so, because some blocks are there. Okay, so
Hmm.
whenever we don't need any partitions and all, that time we can use that.
Yeah, that is one of the major reason. So, Nagur, మీకు క్వశ్చన్ అర్థమైందా? Nagur, you were able to understand what is the question? Actually, Surya asked one of the questions stating that we have a one scenario called raw disk mounting in LVM. Okay, LVM having the some of the features. Raw disk also having the some of the features. But why I need to go with the raw disk mechanism? Okay, so interviews the people will ask you like this only. So you need to convey the answers in practically scenario based. So as I said, Rohit, if you're going with a raw disk, okay, we cannot, it's a fixed and we cannot go for the dynamic, and it is supporting ext2 and xfs, whatever it may be. So the purpose is very clear. Whenever you are doing any changes, okay, LVM we can able to perform dynamically, but raw disk we cannot. So on what basis I need to pick up the raw disk devices? So especially when you're doing any activities, or when you need some storage device but not expecting any, you got a point, right? You need some storage device only, but you are not expecting any features. So features, mute. Okay, features in the sense, for example, I don't want to be expert the what is the LVM based providing. LVM based, what it will providing, it will support journaling, it's supporting some kind of expansion of the disk and all, dynamic changes, no need for the reboot, and we can do FSCK also. There is a lot of the features LVM based supporting flexibility. When you're going with a raw disk mechanism, we don't have that flexibility, but I need a only purpose of just for the storing purpose. So for example, so whenever you people are working on real-time environment, okay, so you people going to be work with a lot of middleware team, application teams, and any patching team also. So usually, for example, this is my server. When you trigger df-th, so these are the file system, it is there into the my server. Let it be, okay, Surya is from the middleware team. His requirement is that he's one of the file system, he placed his application. Let it be boot is one of the file system. He placed his application. Everything is fine. It is running. So there is some need of he need to do some modification or some patching as per the expectation. So whenever they need to do the patching and all, so what the generally people will do, the general scenario when you are into the production environment, people will copy all the content into the temp directory. Okay, so whenever there is a temp directory, cd/tmp, this is the place people will store the data like this. For example, if you can see that here, this all the data I dumped into the temp directory. Because of that, my root file system is occupying. Let it be what exactly the Surya will do. There is a 2 TB of data, or there is a some 20 GB of data, some kind of, let it be, this is the one kind of patching file. He copied from the outside environment to inside, he placed into the temp directory. His requirement is that he want to copy this one, otherwise he want to run the particular script or particular thing or whatever it may be. But the thing is that he is placing the data for the some time being. Maybe after installation of this one, he is ready to delete it. But the problem is that if he is not deleting properly, okay, otherwise if the data, whatever he is copying is the very high data, means your file system will going to be occupied. So means file system in the sense root file system. So that is the reason. See, generally what we need to do it, once you done the thing, you need to delete the data. Temp directory should not consisting of any data. Once you rebooted the server, entire thing will going to be deleted. But the people are not deleting in nature. See, that's the same thing. Once your work is completed, you are lefting the things like orphan. You are not taking care. Then the real issue will come. Unnecessarily your file system will be full. You will keep on monitoring, unnecessarily double work will come into the picture. So that is the reason what the people will do in nature. So let it be Surya is the part of middleware team. He is performing this kind of activities, okay, regularly. Or every day they are modifying the some index file. Every day they are placing the some kind of nature of work. So what we will do, we are creating the one standard file. You don't want expecting any features and all over there. Just kind of the storage device side. So how you are creating the particular thing? So normally we are going right. So whatever the file system, go to the system, and here, okay. So whatever the storage, you are adding the storage, just some file DB, just adding, and on top of that, you are creating file system. Okay. So here it is not reflected. Grep. Let me trigger the sum of the for command to rescan. So now the 5 GB is there. If you can see that 5 GB is listed out. Okay. So on top of that, what we are, so process wise we are creating everything, nothing but we are creating the PV. First of all, we are getting the LUN. From the LUN we are creating the PV. From the PV we are creating the usual process is that we are creating the VG, we are creating the LV, we are creating the file system, then mount will be done. But coming to here, once you get the LUN, you are creating the PV. Okay, on top of that, you are creating the file system and mount. Means you are skipping the entire LVM architecture. LVM architecture, you are skipping. PV create /dev /SDA. So PV you created, PV scan, PV you created. So once you PV created, now you are going to perform the sum of additional actions, nothing but mkfs.ext4 /dev /sda. Usually here we need to give the, okay, sorry, yeah. So usually here we are giving the kind of information, nothing but LVM information, but here we are not giving anything. Now mount /dev /sda let it be, I have one file system app df-th/app. So now I inform to the Surya, okay, from now onwards you are not authorized persons to place the data into the temp directory. Whatever the data is there, there is a 5 GB of LUN we created, we allocated for your storage purpose, copy purpose, or whatever the application needs. You can use this particular directory and you can store all your data. So this is the way how we are going to be replicating into the production environment. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts? Surya, I understand, right? Any doubt?
Yes, understand.
So you don't want expecting like a same like a Windows we are using a pen drive now, bro. The purpose of the pen
Okay.
drive is that, okay, it's a very objective oriented. Just you want to copy the data from the pen drive to laptop or laptop to pen drive. You are not expecting high-end features from the pen drive, because that is the name itself temporary storage device. Okay. For example, once your activity is completed, I'm going to release this one. Okay.
Okay.
That is clear. So any doubts in here?
It's clear.
Okay. So Rohit, Santosh and Nagur.
Okay.
See, the thing is that interviews we don't know how the persons. These are the real time approaches, because until unless you used see, until unless you use the pen drive, then you don't know understanding of why we are using the pen drive, right? So till that moment, pen drive also it is one of the storage device only. But what is the purpose of your hard disk and your pen drive? Means until unless you experience it will become the normal thing only. So that is the reason. So when you are practicing anything also, you need to be come up with these kind of the nature of works. Okay. So that is the one of the thing. సో దెర్ ఈజ్ ఫ్యూ మోర్ డౌట్స్ మీరు అడిగారు కదా, ఇంకోటి ఏంటండి, ఐ థింక్ యూ ఆస్క్డ్ మోర్ డౌట్స్ ఇన్ ఎల్విఎం ఓన్లీ. Hope you people are practiced this migration, right? Migrating of data, migration of the thing. This is very important. And run books.
So Pawan, once we created that, we created SDA, right? Today means now.
Okay.
So once we again remove the PV, remove and all, I'm not able to delete that the SDA.
No, SDA, why we
So
are
in
removing SDA?
the
Storage disk.
So we need to contact the storage team to remove this SDA.
Obviously. See here, we are the single man army.
Okay.
We are only master and we are only chef. We are only cleaning person. So that is the reason. So maybe at the time of explanation also I clearly said that production environment, this work will be we are not doing. Means whatever I am adding here, this is not our scope of work. So probably at the time of that I explained, right, how we are going to send a mail, our nature of the work. So when there is a kind of migration step, there is a one step is there, removing of LVM step. Means let it be now this particular file system, Surya said that I don't want, our work is completed, we don't want to be go with the mechanism. Then the entire hard disk you are using, that should be you need to release, right? Because that is a cost related. So now you are going to do it with the nature of the work. How you are going to do it? First you need to unmount particular file system. In LSBLK it is showing, and you check that. So the nature of the thing is same thing. How you created, you need to come from the reverse order. Instead of you mount, unmount. Secondary thing is that MKFS we cannot delete, but LV we can remove. LV remove. Then third thing is that it remove from the VG. Then VG remove. Then next thing is that PV remove. Then your LUN become an orphan. Then this LUN we are informing to the storage team. You can pick up from your end. Otherwise, you can take the LUN from your control. We don't want services. So for example here, PVS, I could see that there is a one PV is there here. Okay, so we created the PV, right? Okay, so this SDA also we are making the like now PV remove /dev/SDA. So presently it is already raw disk, right? So raw disk it is not coming. If you are going with LVM based means, so this document it is already there. So LV remove the entire LVM path, then VG remove and VG name, and PV remove and the your disk. Automatically When you trigger lsblk, it won't list out anything. For example, if you can see that here, this is the proper format it came into the picture. And if you created LVM based also, here it will be coming with the VG data, everything. So now this learn we are informing to the storage team, you can take up, you can remove it. Okay, so how you are going to tell you that? So hi storage team, okay, we are, otherwise you can give me this name. So this is the BLK ID we are calling as, okay. So some of the times the storage team, they will ask you that they did not understand the name conventions. They will ask you that unique number like our Aadhaar card, okay. So this is the number we need to share it with them. BLK ID, block ID, okay. Hi team, please reclaim the LUN as we don't want as per the prime need. And here you need to provide server name, server IP, okay. So and the LUN, if possible, LUN capacity also, and the location of server, also we need to be updated. So in this way we are going to send a mail to them. This is we are calling as decom process.
How do you find the location, sir, Pawan?
Location in the sense, see here in my right now, so this particular device they created, yes, they device in one storage device, okay. So we are not able to find out directly location. See, this particular entire VMware architecture, they will make it into the, like a Washington DC. So another VMware, for example, these all are the related to the production. So this entire this production, okay, they placed into the Washington DC. Same type of the stage environment they placed into the Tokyo. So we are defining that particular data centers location in the sense. From our end, we cannot find out any location. Which location you are able to accessing, that is we are defining. For example, if AWS means we are defining, right, regions.
Huh.
Okay, so that's the same thing. Okay.
So during the KT, they will provide the location along with the VM.
See, for example,
So,
in your, when you going to the production environment, see how the production environment servers will be there. For example, let it be, you have a one SBA project. Okay, so SBA team will create the servers. For example, normally the server architecture is that Linux means it start with the Linux, L, location, then go with the location. Let it be, it is Hyderabad location means HYD, okay, location, server, server OS, location and application name. Let it be, it is related to retail, RAT01. Like this name convention will be there. For example, let it be, there is one more server will be there with the Calcutta region. Okay, Cal, okay, it is a stage environment. So this is will define you that location. For example, if you are using the Solaris, it will be start with this. So by seeing the name, you can understand that this is a part of which location. Every location will be having the one web URL will be there. So you people are accessing through the URL only, right? Directly you cannot access. Otherwise, this type of the separate things will be there. So in production environment, here we are accessing by using like this. But in production environment, we will be accessing by using the proper web URL. So one URL will be for prod, one URL for the stage, like this it will be there. So Surya, you have access for the store nothing but VMware in your environment.
Yes, yes, I have.
So how you people are accessing through web URL? Otherwise, the way of connectivity. What type of
Through
will be there?
this putty, through putty.
Putty, you are able to log in. That is the case. If you want to check the console means
Console till now I haven't checked.
okay. So if you turn into the admin means console access is needed. So Santosh, you have access, right? In your environment.
With no access.
Okay. So in
Just only infra handling for some related only, but don't have access.
okay. So actually, let me show this. So this is my ESXi box. So the general picture is that the general architecture is that whenever you people are performing any kind of activities, so the companies are dividing the environment into production, DR, stage, and test. These are the different terminologies they are going to be created. So let it be all production servers they are placing into the Washington DC. All DR servers they are placing into the lucky Tokyo. Stage servers they are placing into the okay Singapore region. Test servers they are placing into the okay New York location. So first they are why they are placing the data. If you go into a little bit of in detail, when you're going with infrastructure, we have a terminology called data centers. So how many of members you know that AWS data centers India where it is there in India?
Hyderabad and
Mumbai and Hyderabad.
Mumbai.
Yeah. So by any chance anyone having what is a data center?
It is a set of physical VMs.
Hmm. So the data center is nothing but physical VMs and everything they are placing into the one. It's a kind of the warehouse. Okay, in particular one place they are placing the number of servers. We are calling as servers or racks. That is one of the terminology. Rack is a nothing but, for example, you have your beer bag or rack folders. How you are placing your clothes? Like first floor your all the jeans pants and all. Second floor all your okay any official things and all. Third floor like how you are segregating of your data into in your almara. In the same thing here also the data will be segregating into the same place. Means production servers, non-production servers, rack servers, like that they are placing into the step-by-step process. These all physical servers are connected in detail and it is working actually. So if we can see that into the so generally data centers will be like this. If you can see that here, so it will be like this. It is a very cool and minus temperatures also will be there. If you can see that here, this is we are calling as a racks. Same like how your almara will be there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So generally our administration activity, once you become an administrator, okay, let it be my server is there in Tokyo. So as a part of my roles and responsibility, so maintaining of server from the front end is the one thing. This is the back end work. For example, in your laptop, your fan is repaired or your RAM is got a issue. So what is you are going to do it? You are going to replace the RAM, right? Or you are going to replace the fan. Now the nature of the work is that, for example, coming to here, how we can perform it into the real time. Anyone having any idea? For example, my server, let it be this is from the third one from the top. Okay, so this is the one of the thing. It is going to be having a some issue. I need to replace it. In the time, how I am going to replace it? Anyone know the process?
We route the IPs to different location and we'll make it shut down in this location.
Okay, but who will replace? You are shut downing from the front end only, right?
I think physical team or means
Hmm.
who are maintaining this data center.
Yeah. So every center will be having every data center we will be having some set of persons will be available. So these persons are there to support the data center. Means from the fire, from the coal, from the availability, from the power, everything they need to be take care of the thing. Like a something like a baby take care type. Okay, they're taking care of your servers. Now let it be you are supporting for Apple project. This particular Apple company in the particular data center in the particular data center they are having some 200 servers. 200 is very less, but just for example 200 servers. So now actually in my server I got a one performance issue. When I was working with my vendor, I came to know that so my server is having a some fan issue. Fan issue means fan is not properly working. So now the requirement is that when the fan came into the issue, this will going to be replaced. If you want to replace means the general process is that so how to replace what is the process, each and everything we need to know that. So first of all, if you want to replace your laptop or fan means first of all what you are going to do it, you are going to first of all diagnose, right? Means whether functioning it will be repaired or not. Secondary thing is that you are going to buy the new fan and replace the fan. So this is the secondary option. So here also we are going to diagnose with vendor like a Red Hat, AX or Solaris, whoever may be the your vendors. So once you validate, still the issue means you are going to take the quotation. A quotation for the particular fan, how much it is. We are going to select the quotation. This quotation we need to send to the client because client only paying the amount, right? The client will going to pay the amount. Once he pay the amount, then this particular we are calling as spare part. The spare part of the fan we are giving the courier address to the particular data center. Once it is reached to the data center, okay, from the vendor, let it be Red Hat. This particular team will coordinate sometimes free of cost only. Okay, if your data center team persons are technically very good, they can able to do it means so we are working with them and replacing. For example, if the persons are not aware of that means we have to pay the some little bit extra charges and we need to take the help from the vendor. So vendor person they will send the one representative. This representative, okay, they will replace the part. So this is the way how the things will be happening into the real time. So in my environment, we are having our data centers into the Noida, Hyderabad, because in current company I'm dealing with the most of Indian clients. Okay, like Sony, Royal Enfield, JSW, okay, Bangalore Airport. So these are the clients I am managing, approximately some 70 clients. So these are the guys that are going to be replaced in this manner. So this is the one we are calling as a one hardware replacement. Don't expect every time software replacement will be there. Software replacements are software modification, means like your LVM, your NFS, your Samba, these are the things. This type of activity also will going to be, we need to be proactively work upon. Our role is nothing here, just stop the server and the start the server. That's it. Stop the server, and before stop the server, you need to work with your application team and you need to get down your application. Start the server also, you need to perform the same thing. Okay. So is that clear? Any doubts?
Clear.
Okay. So there is a one more scenario. Actually, I have a few more scenarios which we discussed. So especially when you're dealing with a network team, okay. So there is a network side. We are getting some sort of additional issues. cat/etc resolve.conf. So anyone having any idea what is this file? Resolve.conf.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Is it host file, Pawan?
No.
Okay.
What is the difference between both of them? Host file and the resolve.conf file.
Host file is for other server, right? Means
Host
to
file is
resolve
something
the.
like that, a name convention. For example, okay. So how I am calling one person with a Rohit? So that is a name-based authority, IP-based authority. How I am calling a Rohit with the Aadhaar card IP, Aadhaar card number. That is the IP-based authority. So host file will be consisting of, okay, your server names and the IPs for the better interaction, okay, for the connectivity purpose. So resolve.conf file is that. So anyone having any idea on DNS, domain naming server? DNS.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we are calling as Route 53 in
Yes.
AWS. The purpose of the DNS is very simple. Okay, for example, we have a one website www.google.com. Okay, let it be, yeah, www.google.com. So there is a company called Google. This company, they are creating their infrastructure. This is we are calling as main domain. This we are calling as a main domain. So let it be. Now the requirement is that, now you can take the Flipkart also, Google also, or anything. Let it be. Now the requirement is that they are creating subdomains, gmail.google.com. This we are calling as subdomain. Okay. What is a main domain? What is a subdomain? For example, let it be, instead of subdomain, so whatever the people are we are doing, let it be support@wipro.com. Okay. So I join into the company. They given pawan.d@wipro.com. So they are creating the number of subdomains. So the purpose is that the main domain is nothing but your main course of action From there, if you want to increase the traffic, more availability, we are using the concept called DNS. So DNS majorly under the control of the networking. From our end, what type of actions will be do means there is some kind of actions we are going to perform it. For example, let me we are having CNAME. We are calling as chronicle name. Okay, A record. A means alias record. NS means name server. Okay, these are the different SOA record. So we are calling as, okay, SOA is majorly different for all your instructions available there. CNAME means chronicle. So chronicle means, just think in a different way. gmail.google.com is one of the thing. Let me browse it. gmail.google.com. So when I trigger the gmail.google.com, it is moving to the mail.google.com. Let it be. I'm closing. I'm opening the new tab. Now I'm typing gmail.com. I'm not giving the Google. This one also going to the mail.google.com. Means if you want to increase the more availability, more sustainability to the your website, we are using this kind of the terminology. Means in real time how it will be very useful. So everyone using the Flipkart, Amazon, those things, right? Hope everyone using, right? Flipkart, Amazon, Meesho, everything.
Yes.
Whenever there is a feasibility, so for example you want to purchase the one electrical item, so the general purpose is that what you are going to open an app, you are searching for the particular commodity and then you are going to buy it. This is the direct option. Secondary option is that, for example, you are watching some vlog or you are browsing some website. Let it be you are reading some newspaper. In between, you got one pop-up. The pop-up states that we have a 50% off, okay, Diwali into the like Amazon something. So you are interested. So what you are going to do it? You are clicking on that pop-up. For example, you click on the pop-up. Automatically it will go redirecting to Amazon.com only. So it is happen to everyone.
Yeah.
So means one is direct way, you are directly going and searching, you are having very clear. Secondary thing is that you are pulling the, for example, so whenever you people are using the Instagram and all, whenever there is a lot of the advertisement also coming, right? Some of the courses, some of the trainings, some of the things and all, lot of advertisement. Once you click on the advertisement, obviously where it is going to the some website or some chat session, or let it be it is moving to the next level of action. That's the same thing. DNS also, domain naming server, it is a major, the purpose is that create the traffic, reliable traffic need to be generated and it will be validated into the every circumstances. This we are using. So in real time, for example, let it be you are working for the Amazon. So the coming festival is, let it be Diwali. Now Diwali time, they are providing the 50% offer. So obviously what the people will do, they are giving the number of links to you, okay, to add a CNAMEs. So every company will be having the some of the tools, okay. This is very sensitive, so that is the reason they are using the graphical user interface. Some of the URLs they will give, you need to add it. That's the same thing, A record also. A record is also in the same way, alias or duplicate. So not only that one, coming to the Linux console side, they're adding to add a sum of name servers. This name server means where your server is connecting with the proper name convention. For example, dig google.com. When you trigger the dig, so I mentioned the google.com, let it be whatever it may be. So you can see that here so there is a one A record will be there from where data is coming, and you can see that okay where it is listening, everything it is there. So these are the information. Okay, it need to become means this IP need to be existed into the that particular website resolve.conf. So usually when you are dealing with application team, middleware teams, so to get the access of particular websites and all, they are expecting in particular folder need to have their own IPs, name servers. This name servers will be taking care of the control of the traffic and they redirecting to the number of users. So our requirement is that how we will get the requirement in the production requirement means once you get the particular user or password, you need to get it and you need to attach to the means you are going with a nano. Let it be the client said that attaches the sum of the things. Okay, let it be name server like 192.167.2.3 something like this. Now they will get access. Okay, so this is one of the another way of approach. Is it clear? So there is one more scenario, you will get it into the real time. So the scenario is that, for example, so one of the server is there. Okay, let it be this is the my server. This server is not connected. Okay, let it be I'm the user. I act like a user. Hi team, my server not connecting, getting timeout. Please check on it. So I got this request. So what is our course of action? What I need to check it out? So Nagur, what I need to check? Rohit.
That resolve.conf file, that entry is there or not, that IP should be present with that.
No, I did not inform anything with entry resolved, right? For example, server is not connecting. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes
What could be the
sometimes
question,
five.
please? Sorry? Can you come again?
Network issue.
Sometimes
Can
for
you
network
ping the IP
and
first?
ENS issue. Another one is the sometimes firewall not set properly set up.
Okay. So,
Another
for
one,
example, you are saying that some network issue, right? So, network issue means, can you elaborate what is a network issue?
Ethernet,
Okay.
ENS.
Server Ethernet is there, ETH0, that is something is going to be issue. Okay. So, let it be really Ethernet issue is there. How you are going to take up? Means, you are saying that if config -a when you trigger this particular Ethernet, you are saying that it is issue, right? Okay. So what is our next action?
We will ping any other IP. If that have same issue, then we can conclude, right? It is Ethernet issue.
Yeah. Parallel servers. Parallel servers means, for example, now the server is at 134 minus 1 or plus 1, 133 or 135. You can check the connectivity. Okay, for example, 133. So right now I don't have 133, that is not pingable. Let it be, this is the same issue. 133 also not pinging. Now I will go with the plus 1, 135. 135 also not reaching. So the problem here is that maybe the server is having the network issue. But before that, being admin, we need to do the sum of actions. Any one of the server is not connecting means first we are going to ping the device. Secondary thing is that we are going to check the console. Console means what? That VMware we need to log in. Here you need to check, okay, you are getting any issue with your console. Means you are getting any error with your console. Okay, for example, if everything is fine means, then I can expect network team, I will ask you to check it out. Let it be console. If you have any issue means memory issue or anything means, you have to reboot the server. It is hung also, you need to reboot the server. And another way of approach is that, for example, there is one more kind of scenario where you need to control the mechanism. Nothing but, the gateway is not connected. Every server having a gateway. Why we are using the gateway? Any idea, anyone? Why I need to use the gateway?
To allow the traffic in and out.
Okay. In and out means, I don't know in and out. What is the means? In and out.
Inbound, outbound. Some people's outside people's logging to the particular server. For example, the local. That
In simple terminology, end user. Right. Let it be, you are using the one of the app called, okay, IRCTC. This IRCTC, you are the one of the user or end user, right? So when you're trying to connect to the your IRCTC, it's supposed to be connect. If you have user ID means it's a connect and you can now log in and you can do the access. Sometimes, okay, it is not able to access means probably this is the one of the reason. Means any server, it need to be connected. Coming to here, we created our environment into the VMware inside. VMware inside we created. If you want to connect the server from the outside the world, okay, it's supposed to be have the feasibility. For example, if you going to the networking, so here we are using the NAT IP. For example, let it be I am using some specific thing. I don't want to be connect my server outside. This is also will going to be happen. Your gateway only will help you to connect the server to the outside of environment. Okay. So this is the way how we can do it. So here my gateway is not pingable means what I'm going to do here, I'm going to check with the network team stating that the gateway is not pingable. Please check it out. So what they will do, they will route the restart or they are doing some of actions. They will complete the work. So that is what they are going to do it. Any doubts?
No.
Okay. So there is a sum of Santosh, you asked some of the doubts, right? Okay. So for the DNS wise, you clear, right?
yes.
I will give you the some of the scenarios. I will give, there is some notes I will prepare you. I will share you to everyone. Some of the questions Santosh asked. Okay, the purpose of the DNS, and the secondary thing is that, okay, what type of issues we will receive, and the secondary thing is that send mail. Send mail, we mail configuration means the send mail. Okay, we already discussed that one. Okay, and there is a few more scenarios you asked. I will prepare the notes for that. Okay, then we will discuss into the in detail with the one quality of scenario based. Okay.
Okay.
Pawan, one more thing in this cloud environment. Okay, see, this is on-prem, correct? So in cloud environment, same step we are using for this networking. First, we will ping any of the server we have to check.
Obviously,
Then but there is some VPC also that we have to take care, right? Means VPC connectivity and
VPC
all.
also you are not doing entire thing, right? See,
Mm-hmm.
for example, here we are calling as present no, nothing but on-prem environment. There we are calling as a cloud. But networking side also, okay. So the particular VPC is connecting or not, whom we need to ask. Let it be
Admin,
this is a cloud
AWS.
server. Let it be this is a cloud
Mm.
server. This cloud server, it is not connecting to the environment. So generally, let me go to the architecture. Coming from the networking prospect, I'm saying, okay. So VPC is nothing but virtual private cloud. Simply, if you want to terminology means actually, uh, in India we are having number of states are we are having,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Let it be.
Mm.
I'm taking this is the Delhi. Okay. So this is the Hyderabad. Okay, Delhi. This is okay, like a Tamil Nadu. Okay. So this is I am taking as okay. Let it be Karnataka. So three states I taken. Okay. Now, what is the nature of the how the network team will going to be divided means, for example, this particular thing, these are the three we are calling as a three type of domains. Okay. So we are going to create a subdomains in that one. Nothing but again in Delhi, we will be having different things, right? For example, in Delhi we have a two components. Let it be like a east, west, south, something like that. Okay. So let it be instead of that one, in Delhi they created a number of servers. Here also,
Mm.
Tamil Nadu also they create a number of servers. Okay. So what the network team will do means they are creating the this we are calling as subnets. The terminals I'm saying. Okay, this we are calling as VPC, virtual private cloud. Means
Mm.
this is the one separate block they are going to be. This is the one separate block they are going to be created. This is the one separate block they are going to be created. Inside they are going to create a small chunks. Means Tamil Nadu we are having, for example, let it be this is South Tamil Nadu, North Tamil Nadu, like a East Tamil Nadu. So, for example, let it be you are the person. You are the person staying into the South Delhi. Okay. Now, there is some issue happen. The client, let it be, the government want to know that there is a guy with a Rohit. Okay. I want to know that with a particular Aadhaar card number or something where he is a part of that. Let it be the guy with a Rohit, he is a part of that in Delhi, South Delhi, in particular place and particular where is the street and all. Means this subnet is define you that like our small components like a mandals, districts, this type of the things. Okay. So how the real time wise it will come into the picture means. So let it be instead of searching Rohit into the Delhi, if I'm searching into the Karnataka region, is it work?
No,
Why?
because it is because the both are separate.
Because all the persons are belongs to the India only, right? All the persons are belongs
Mhm.
to the India. But the thing is that, but the placement of the searching is wrong, right?
Yes.
Okay, let it be you are dealing with the local governments. Okay, you are dealing with not a national government, local government. For example, the Karnataka government, he want to search one of the guy with the name, let it be ABC. So he is searching into his region only, right? He is searching into
Hmm.
Tamil Nadu region because he don't have access, right? He is not searching
Correct.
Delhi region, right? So
Yes.
that's the same of work it will going to be happen into the environment side. So now when you coming to the production environment, the production environment also it will be come up with this type of component. For example, now instead of Rohit, I am placing the server called ABC. This is the production servers. In my environment, Delhi we are having the production servers. Tamil Nadu we are having the stage servers. Karnataka we are having the DR servers. Okay. Now, what is your issue? One of the server, it is not connecting to the outside of environment. So one of the reason is that what? If you're going with a basic fundamental connectivity issue, network issue, or any file system issue, or some of the things. Let it be everything is fine, but server is not connecting, or some issue are there. Then you need to check the placement also, right? This placement I cannot check full-fledgedly from the my end. Production environment, you cannot see that much of feasibility because I need to see the inside architecture, right? The
Hmm.
architecture of the things I need to check it out. Okay, that feasibility they are going only from our end. What we can do it, the parallel +1 and -1 servers means
Okay.
134 server you are a part of you are managing means you can ping 133 or 135 servers. That is what we did here. Okay. So
Hmm.
with this combination, I will ask to the network team. So network team, I'm facing the some issue. Okay. Can you check the whether this particular server is properly placed into the proper VLAN or not? There is some scenarios will be happening. Let it be you are a foreigner. Okay. There is one guy with a NRA. Now this guy stayed into the Karnataka for 3 years. Okay. After some time, he moved to the Tamil Nadu for 3 years. So he finally decided that he want to settle into the Delhi. Okay. Now coming
Hmm.
to the picture, once he decided to staying into the Delhi, entire his address, Aadhaar, passport means whatever the feasibility checking, everything is going to be Delhi region only, right?
Yes.
He have some voter ID card. Think with a practical. He have some voter ID card. So earlier Tamil Nadu he have some voter ID card. The Karnataka government will check it out everything. This guy is a non-local. Right now he is not at all residing this place. So I'm cancelling his registration stuff. So Tamil Nadu government also will do the same thing. Now the Delhi government will validate this guy is a okay staying here only. He is a local guy. So I'm going to keep the data up to date. Now that the same scenario it will going to be happening to the server side also. Server side also people are starting stage they are creating the test server. So they're creating the test server they are using for the some time. Now the you got one requirement. Okay, production servers we need a 20 servers we need to create it. So instead of creating what I'm doing, I'm just shuffling the servers here. Means I'm changing the VPC. Okay.
Hmm.
So means everyone is staying in India only, right? See, for example, you got a job into the Karnataka, okay, in Bangalore. Let it be you got an opportunity into the Delhi, okay. So what you are doing? You are simply moving your data from here to here, right? That's the same thing we are
Yes.
doing. That regional changes. This is called region. This is called in general terminology we are calling as a VPC. This data moment how it will be happening. The same thing production also this server's movement also will happening. Okay, means for example you move to the Delhi, but your Aadhaar card address and all not changed. It is showing Karnataka only. There you will get a conflict, right? There is a lot of the cases will be there. For example, for the job purpose, you are staying into the some place, but your Aadhaar and those things are mapped to the your hometown address. Maybe your office address only it will be there with your like a permanent address and a current address. So those type of situations also will happen into the server side. Means the server you move to there, but VPC whatever reflecting, this is reflecting Karnataka. That is also some issue, right? Earlier only Karnataka people only can access, but you are right now you are out of station. Now your Delhi persons are expecting that this server is not connecting, means obviously because that is not a proper of VPC. You cannot expect it. Then option is that whether you need to change the VPC or you need to change the region, right? That is the how real time in our lives also same thing is happening. Okay, so this situation you need to work with the network team. From our end also we need to do the R&D. See, from the operating system, except our operating system, whether it's a networking, whether it's a storage, anything, primary feasibility we need to do it, secondary we need to move on to the particular specific teams. Okay, so this is one of the reason your server is not connecting at all. Okay, so there is one more reason. Let it be instead of server, user is not connecting. There is a user called Ram. This guy is not connecting to the server. So how you are going to handle this one? What are your steps here? What are the steps we are going to perform it? Anything, Santosh? Surya? So if the user is not connecting means, first of all, the user is having the able to access the particular server or not. We need to check it out, right? Let it be the user is not a part of server. Obviously he cannot access. Secondary thing is that maybe your server is down. Okay, your service is down, or your your gateway also down. Let it be your gateway is instead of 2, let it be 1. Your gateway is not pingable. That is also issue. Here the gateway we are calling as VPC only, indirectly. Okay. Any doubts, guys? Or his password also expired. You need to reset the password. So any other doubts having anyone?
No problem. We will check and get back more
Okay.
on this.
So there is a few more things. I will place the notes from my end. Okay. So one is that DNS stuff. Okay. And there is one more few more steps. I have in handy 3 to 4 members. They ask you to some of additional information. I will add it into the miscellaneous. Okay, we will add it. So just
Upon one thing, see, we have the Infosys network. Okay, so for Infosys network specific site, they connected so that our softwares will be downloaded from those things. Okay, so it's like we have Jira. So for that they have another endpoint. Okay, So like some specific Infamy app we have. So for that they added some satellite info into the some file. So what how it is work? Can you explain that? Yes.
For which downloading of the website, otherwise how?
No, to connect the specific servers of the Infosys network. So
See, there
sometimes they are
going
adding the Chennai proxy. How those work?
because actually there is a two types of the concept we will do here. One of
Mhm.
the thing is that okay, in the server level, okay, we explain about Apache configuration, right? Apache
Hmm.
level configuration. Apache level configuration, we need to be defined. We need to define the your virtual host. Okay, so that is the way you are connecting. This is the one of the way. Secondary thing is that when you're going with the DevOps concept, okay, we have a, there is a one more terminology called end users. There is a end users we need to add it here. Okay, means end users they are going to be they are performing by using the CI/CD pipelines. They are pushing. The
Mhm.
means only the specific users specific thing they can able to access the things. Okay, they are integrated with your active directory it will integrate. So that is a something it will go into the that architecture it is something different.
Okay.
Okay,
Can you explain this if you have time? This DevOps end user and CI/CD means high
that
level.
is it's not into the my code actually. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so generally the
Hmm.
purpose of the C um, end users and all it will be falls into actually there is some DevOps tools you need to know that like a Jenkins, Mam and
Hmm.
okay
Hmm.
Cucumber. Okay, then you need to understand and when you're going with a thing you need to understand about Kubernetes and the Dockers. These are the two terminologies also you have to be understand about that one. The concept
Hmm.
of the Kubernetes and Dockers, how it will be there. Then only you can understand about the CA/CDs and all, Jenkins and
Hmm.
Terraforms and the GitHub. Okay.
Actually, I'm from DevOps background only. That's why I'm asking. Not from I'm from Linux background. I'm fully
Actually,
from
I'm
DevOps
not
background.
totally from the DevOps background. Okay,
Okay.
but I have the some of feasibility knowledge. I'm in totally into the infra. But my answer to your question is that from the see they are instead of placing the servers into the physical servers, they are placing into the Dockers and Kubernetes. From
Hmm.
they are triggering the CI/CD pipelines. Those Dockers are the part of your Amazon, or if you are using with AKS,
Hmm.
Amazon we are using the AKS. Okay, so in Azure we are using the Docker's Dockerization files will be there. There you have to be defined over there with a particular
Hmm.
same components you need to define subnets.
Okay.
That is the way we can define that one.
So from DevOps point of view, if we facing the network issues, okay. So same thing means whatever you given like
Obviously,
ping and then same process only we have to follow. Don't need to go in deeper, right?
yeah. See, DevOps also, it is one of the layer only, right? In OS layers.
Hmm.
Okay, for example, your DevOps is a kind of the it is placed into the on top of one server only, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
See, the concept of
Yes.
the DevOps is very simple. Let me you have a one house. The house you can divide it into the number of the parts. Nothing but like a hall, bedroom, kitchen. Okay, every room is act like an individual object. Okay, have a one virtual boundaries. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
the virtual
Hmm.
boundaries. For example, you have some issue in a home or nothing but the entire platform is the platform where you define whether the physical server or a cloud server. From with them only check it out. Okay, that that
Hmm.
is same thing network team only. Okay,
Okay.
because whatever the network is not pingable means obviously you have to be where you derived from, right? So
Hmm.
what we have
Hmm.
we take.
Okay.
Some of the cases we are raising the case with Azure. You need to log a case with Azure.
Hmm.
because that is a product of the Azure, right? Some of the times you need
Yes.
means you need to take case with them. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, just to go through this one, I will add a few more things. Okay, we will have the one more session. Okay.
One more doubt. Sorry, Pawan. That LUN we raised the request that this LUN is now free. Okay. So what about that data? Whatever we have in PVCs, how we persist that means.
You have to be remove, otherwise you have to be copy. See, for example, when you're going with the real time, see one decom process come into the picture. Let it be decom process, or let it be you want to clear it out one LUN. So when I said you earlier, so there is a one file system you need to be using for the temporary purpose. In the time I am using the raw disk. Let it be you are using for the LVM based only used. So whatever the LVM based you used, you have to copy the data from the particular old to new. You have to copy. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, okay. There is a guys people are using the some backup tool like a net backup. Okay, like a Avamar. There is some backup tools also there. So with the tools they will take the backup of the thing. So once they take the backup, okay, then we can delete, otherwise we can execute the task.
Okay.
So when you're going with the decommission process, people are right, no, I don't want, I can delete it, means you are not checking with any backup.
Okay.
That's a totally, see for example, you have your Windows laptop, you have a C drive, D drive, V drive. Okay, since your C drive is occupancy is very less, you are planning to delete one existing drive, okay, attached to the some other drives, kind of extending something, maybe some operational activity. So whenever you are planning to delete, inside the data, what you are going to do it? You are going to validate, right? Is the data is need or not? Need means you are going to take up the back into your hard disk or maybe to the existing disk. You are making yourself comfortable. Then only you are going to perform the activity. Nothing but delete or modify or something. That's the same thing we are also going to be performed here. Okay?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay then. Just go through it. Okay, we don't want to take your entire Sunday.
Yeah.
Just go through it, and I will upload the some of the documents too. Okay, I will
Sure.
share the video too. Just go through it. Okay. Have a nice day.
Yes.
Have a nice day.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you.